years, and he is ours.
Thank you very much. Which microphone works? First of all, let me thank each and every one of you for being here and supporting the party. I really appreciate year after year you come here and you support us, and you've been a great inspiration to me and to the party, and let us move forward in the things that we have to do. I'm going to divert from the program. We weren't going to do this, but Governor Pataki just came in and he asked me, could he say a few words before we start our formal program. So if I may, I'd ask you to recognize Governor George Pataki.
Thank you, Chairman. I wanted to come by, as always, first to thank the Conservative Party and all of you, because every time I've run for office, from mayor of my hometown, through my years in the legislature, through three terms as governor, I have run on the Conservative line and been proud of it. And you provided the support in many cases, without which I would not have won that race. First, let me congratulate Ambassador Bolton. I have had the privilege to know Ambassador Bolton. A wonderful human being and a true American patriot, and you've made the right decision in honoring him this evening. You know, I am enormously concerned by the wrong turn our government has taken in Washington. And we have the ability on Tuesday to send a message to Nancy Pelosi and to Harry Reid that the people are listening, and we don't like what they are trying to do. We do not want government-run health care. We do not want trillion-dollar spending programs that are mislabeled stimulus but don't create the jobs we know the private sector creates. And we certainly don't want to take away the right of working men and women to cast a secret ballot when they make a decisions important in their life. Most of you know I'm from upstate, but most of you don't know I spend a lot of my time way upstate on Lake Champlain, where I have a farm in the 23rd Congressional District. I know that district inside out. I've been from one end to the other. I love that district and the people in it. And there's one way we can stop Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid from having another vote come Tuesday, and that's to elect Doug Hoffman. Proud tonight to endorse Doug Hoffman for election to Congress on Tuesday, and urge all of my friends who understand what they're trying to do in Washington is wrong for New York, wrong for America, and wrong for the people of this country. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Conservatives, to understand that the alternative is Doug Hoffman, and to give him a great victory, not for a party, but for our principles that limited government, individual responsibility, and let's not let Pelosi and Reid take our freedom away from us. It's great to have with you. Thank you. Now let's go win on Tuesday.
Let me thank the governor for what I consider a courageous endorsement, breaking with the party to endorse Doug Hoffman, who is a registered Republican but happens to be running on the Conservative Party line. And I believe the governor's endorsement will help us put Doug Hoffman over the top, and we will elect a congressman. The Conservative Party will in fact elect a congressman from the 23rd CD come Tuesday. And thank you very much, Governor. Before we get into the business at hand, you know, this race has, we're very lucky. This was a special election. This race has taken on national attention that everybody in the country is looking at the 23rd CD. When I say everybody, I'm talking about the liberals. They're really concerned that how does this conservative party, which everybody was starting to write the death note of, that they were finished, it was over with, they had nothing else to say or do, but in fact now they have risen again, and here we go back to 1970. We're going back to the scene of the crime. We're about to elect, not a United States Senator, we're about to elect a United States Congressman that in fact is going to make a big difference. So it's not about just about Watertown and Plattsburgh and the North Country, but the people in Arizona and California and Texas and Florida and Washington, D.C. are looking at this. You know, I even had a long conversation with Speaker Gingrich about 20. I spoke to him for about 20 minutes and laid out, and this was about 3 weeks ago when it didn't look like we could win. And I said to Mr. Speaker, you're making a big mistake. If you move forward, I got rumors that you were thinking about endorsing the liberal Republican candidate, Dee Scott-Stefano. Let me fill you in on where she stands on all the issues, and I did that. You don't need to hear that. And I went on for 20 minutes to talk to him, and there are times that you're good, and there are times that you're bad, and I was good, and I knew I delivered the message. But I also understood that I was talking to, at that moment in history, a little bit of a war was up. And he had his helmet on, he put his helmet down, and he was moving forward. He decided whoever was on the Republican line was, in fact, the importance of the election. And he was wrong. And I told him he'd be making a big mistake if he did. 4 days later, he endorsed Dee Scott-Stefano, who is a recognized by the Working Family Party, had their endorsement for the last 4 years. The Daily Kos recognizes her. She's wrong for New York, she's wrong for America, she's wrong for the future of our nation. So I really, you know, tonight's endorsement by Governor Pataki is really a very important endorsement that can make a major difference, and I think will give courage to other Republicans to vote and move over and do what has to be done. That brings us to our guest of honor tonight, who, in a lot of ways, does this on a daily basis. There are times that he is